Hello everyone, my name is Rohit and welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, we learned how you can add white space to strings with tabs or new lines and how you can avoid syntax error with strings. And in this video, we are going to learn about lists. In this chapter and the next chapter, you will learn what lists are and how to start working with the elements in a list. Lists allow you to store sets of information in one place, whether you have just a few lines or a million of items. Lists are one of the most powerful features readily accessible to new programmers, and they tie together many important concepts in programming. First, we are going to study what are lists. A list is a collection of items in a particular order. You can make a list that includes the letters of the alphabet, the digits from 0 to 9, or the name of all the people in your family. You can put anything you want into a list, and the items in your list don't have to be related to any particular way because a list usually contains more than one element. It's a good idea to make the name of your list plural, such as letters, digits, or names. In Python, square brackets indicates a list and individual elements in the list are separated by commas. Here's a simple example of a list that contains a few kinds of bicycles. Bicycles equals to track, Cannondale, red line and specialized. Then I will print the bicycle. If you ask Python to print a list, Python return its representation of a list including the square bracket as you can see here. Now we will study how you can access elements in a list because lists are order collection, so you can access any element in a list by telling Python the position or an index of item desired. To access an element in a list, write the name of the list followed by the index of the item and closed in a square bracket. For example, let's pull out the first bicycle in the list bicycle. For example, I am writing here print bicycle 0 square brackets then 0. When we ask for a single item for a list from a list, Python returns just the element without square brackets or quotation marks, as you can see here. This is the result you want your user to see: clean, neatly formatted output. You can also use the string method from previous chapter or any element in our list. For example, you can format the element track more neatly by using the title within brackets method. If we write print bicycle 0 then dot title in a place of bicycle rectangular bracket 0, this is example produce the same output as the preceding example except track is capitalized. Now we study about how we can access any element in a list. Now we will see why index positions start at 0, not at 1. Python considers the first item in a list to be at the point 0, not position 1. This is true of most programming languages, and the reason has to do with how the line operations are implemented at a lower level. If you are receiving unexpected result, determine whether you are making a simple off by one error. The second item in a list has an index of 1. Using this simple counting system, you can get any element you want from a list by subtracting 1 from its position in the list. For instance, to access the fourth item in a list, as in my case, here the fourth item is specialized. You request the item at index 3. The following asks for the bicycle at index 1 and index 3. If we print bicycle 1 and print bicycle 3, print bicycle this 3. This code returns the second and fourth bicycle in the list, Cannondale and specialized. Python has a simple syntax for accessing the last elements in a list by asking for the index at -1. Python always returns the last item in the list. If we write print bicycles -1 in the place of print bicycle 1 and sprint bicycle 3. If I am writing here, as you can see, it is giving us the third index. This code return the value specialized. The syntax is quite useful because you will often want to access the last item in a list without knowing exactly how long the list is. The convention extends to the other negative index values as well, the index -2. Return the second item for the end of the list. The index -3 return the third item from the end of the list, and so the fourth. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.